Yes, people, you don't know from your ear voice, you don't know a Zane. And I'm here with the people's favorite.
GRP.
Yeah, people, and you don't know, it's another Premier League weekend.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. It's time for the Premier League weekly roundup. That one ain't not kick
Yes.
off too good for me, but I saw you go JRP. We march.
Yes. So we're gonna kick it off with Arsenal. We're gonna start with Arsenal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna be with own staunchest critic and criticize
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
We
Yes.
play Southampton in our game where we should kill them from the first half.
Yes, Arsenal did what they do best in the first 10 minutes and they pretty much got the goal. Well, it was in a 10-minute, right?
Yeah, I think at 11-minute Chaka score.
Yes, man. So you see, so we know what thing. We know what thing we are talking about. But Zane, if the first 20 minutes in that match, if he had said that Arsenal would have went on to draw or hang on to a draw, we would have said, nah, Arsenal clearly are going to win this.
Yeah.
Because Southampton wasn't doing anything that was threatening to Arsenal, even from their specialty when it comes on to free kick or corners.
Yeah, James
they weren't doing anything. But the more the game went on, especially in the second half, we became more lackluster. We became too casual. Francis Saliba even make a mistake around the back. Realize, something need to change.
Is this a sense of tiredness creeping in?
Yeah. And it could say because we have been having the game thick and fast, right? Thick and fast.
Definitely.
And the change did come in, and this is always my fear. And you share the same sentiment as well.
Yes.
The bench is like a basketball game, right? Our bench is just not good enough.
No, we bench not have the depth.
Yes, because the changes that came on didn't impact the game. Vera didn't do anything. Kane never did anything. Eddie never did anything. It just wasn't there. And this has been something that has been continuing since the get-go of the season. When the first level did the damage, when these guys come in, when the game is already 1 hour, hold on, you realize that they don't impact the game.
No. And in fairness, when you look at our bench, attacking options is limited.
Yes.
Our bench is geared really to defend. It has a lot of good defensive players.
Yes, because you can call for the Rob Holding, you can call up Tierney and
Egyptian if he's fit.
Yeah, you can call up Lakanga as well.
Right.
To shore up stuff around there, you can call up Cedric as well. He's there.
Exactly. So, but if you need a goal, where does it come from?
Where does it come from apart from Saka, Martinelli, Jesus? We have to put Granit Xhaka in there as well. Granit Xhaka, applause to you, my friend.
Yeah, man.
At one point, you were public enemy number 1 at Arsenal. You did everything. And you managed to turn this around. 7 years, you managed to even get a song.
Honestly,
Granit Xhaka can't do no wrong right now.
No wrong.
And plus, he might find the purple patch, he might get the goals.
Exactly. And I think the Granit Xhaka's turnaround epitomizes Arsenal turnaround as well.
Yes. And I know Zane, it was just one clever tactical approach by just pushing Xhaka up more the pitch. Don't give him too much defensive duties.
And
but I have seen this is a position that he played for Switzerland, and Arteta wasn't the first to do this because I remember in a particular match, Arsenal did this with Granit Xhaka before. I just can't remember the opponent, but it didn't stick with him. It didn't stick with him. The next game, him just sitting back deep again, and
that was because of a lack of defensive players at the time.
Yeah, so I remember when Arsenal did make this move. I just can't remember who it was against, but like I said, Granit Xhaka can't do no wrong right now.
No, with the games coming so thick and fast, and our starting 11 being, they can hang with anybody.
Yes, they can.
Anybody. Do you think after we have now qualified for the Europa League knockout stages, we should rest the starting 11 for the next 2 games and use the bench?
No, not based on the direction that Arteta is going, because Arteta, we already qualified, but Arteta wants to top the group stage so that we can,
get
our next
a weaker team in the knockout round.
Yeah, and it also means that we can get an extra. I think it was an extra like some rest day in the mix as well. So Arteta is basically saying, because if you listen to his post-match interview and stuff like that, he's saying that top players can go again in 3 days time. He have seen it before, so don't tell him that it can't be done.
Yeah, and he is right. He is right. Now, I have to say kudos to Southampton still,
Yeah, man, kudos to them. This is a big plus for them. Yeah, I mean, at one point, you sense that they could have won it, but at the same time, they didn't have enough in the tank. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if they had a little bit more quality,
they could have won.
They could have won this. Because they reached a point where Arsenal just looked like they couldn't find that goal nowhere. Yeah, there were penalty decisions that could have went either way as well.
Yes.
But we should, this game should have, like I said, should have won in the first half.
Yeah, man. But we could touch upon the penalties real quick.
Yes. The inconsistency
of the referees, boy.
Once again.
Jeez. Yo. The amount of time I see the man them pull back Jesus and all over him in the penalty box, and you're like, this penalty is these decisions are the clearest one all weekend long.
Yes.
Yet the ones that are not so clear, you award them. Right?
Yes.
I even see when one of the Southampton players grabbed Eddie. Tried to headbutt Eddie and then grab him by the throat.
And he got a yellow card.
The player looked up at the card and then laughed. Because he knew, I messed up. This should have been a red card. He saw the yellow card and laughed. So,
yeah.
Now, take nothing away from Southampton. 100% Arsenal's fault. Right? We need to, if we can get out the blocks flying, once we dip, the energy dip, we need to finish off.
But yes, the thing is, Zane, clubs pretty much are going to be prepared for that. And you can prepare for it, but how do you stop it? Because not every club will manage to stop it. But hypothetically, if they do manage to hold out that first 10 minutes where it's an onslaught, and then Arsenal kind of come off of that high thing, dip in energy, then it might come up back between in the 20 or 25 minutes. And then if the goal don't come there, where's the goal coming from? That's the question. Where's that goal coming from? No. And then the longer the game go on, and if you concede, no, we are looking kind of high, right? Where is this goal coming from? No. Who is going to score that goal? If it's like, again, if it's not Xhaka or
Jesus Martinelli.
I mean, we got Jesus in to score the goal, but we need him to be more consistent in that.
More clinical, definitely.
More clinical. I mean, it's good when you're doing the high press. It's good when you're defending from the front. It's good when you get these assists as well. But we want the goals as well.
Yeah, definitely. No,
but it's a regroup and on to the next one.
And the thing is, too, when you're at the top, everybody tries to target you.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be the one at the top. So, like I said, we just have to regroup and move on to the next one.
And we need every bit of advantage as possible, because, like we said, the difference with we and City, like I said,
the bench.
When Pep make those changes that are coming in, can make a difference.
Of course.
When you compare their bench to our bench, it's miles apart.
Oh gosh, man, you can bench the City starting 11 and the bench 11.
I mean, Foden was on the bench over the weekend.
Yeah, the bench 11 looks no different. But make we move across North London and look for our fiercest rivals, who they say are better than Arsenal right now. Spurs.
I mean, Tottenham right now, going through the motions, and the only person that turned up for Tottenham this season is Harry Kane. The other player that out with that injury. What's his name? Remind me of his name again.
Kulusevski.
Yeah, Kulusevski. Yes, he turned up as well, but unfortunately he got an injury as well. Son is nowhere near the player he was last season.
Son is still on military.
Yeah. We haven't seen Bissouma turn up as yet, and the like of Richarlison, he suffered injury as well. So when you have Kane doing everything, scoring the goal, which is no problem. I mean, he live for a moment like that, but you need him supporting. You need Son in that mix to help him.
And this is our next loss at Spurs, you know, back to back.
Yeah, the pressure is on.
Yeah, man, the pressure is definitely on. And before the Spurs game when Arsenal drew, I thought that, you know, crap. Now we're gonna have City on 26 as well as Spurs on 26.
Yeah.
So well done, Newcastle. And
they deserve all the praises.
All the praises, man. Remember, I know Eddie Howe is a manager that I've been singing his praises from day one. So again, people, your sister will know what we're talking about. Right? Can you believe Newcastle is sitting in 4th position?
And they have one of the best
best defense
in the league.
Yeah. Newcastle is above Chelsea and Manchester United. Liverpool. Yeah. So,
I mean, since Jack Grealish came out and pretty much made his comment about Almiron. Almiron has hit the ground running and has scored 6 goals so far.
Yeah, man, the man turned into a young Messi again.
Yes.
But you think Newcastle can maintain it though and finish in the top 4?
I believe so, no. I believe so. They are playing good. They are playing good football. They minus injury. You have to keep some of these important players fit. They have a heavy schedule, just like the rest of the team as well. And so far, they are doing good. Eddie O is a brilliant man.
Brilliant manager.
And he has all the tools at his disposal.
And Kieran Trippier, can I say England call up?
Should. There's no 2 ways about it. How can you not have getting him get a call up? What would be the reason for him not to get a call up?
There cannot be a reason.
There cannot be a reason. This guy is pretty much doing everything. For Newcastle. I mean, when Newcastle made the purchase, I was kind of skeptic, to be honest.
Yeah, because everybody thought Trippier coming back to the Premier League, he's going to be washed up.
Yeah, but the man is clearly on a redemption story.
Yeah, man, in quality.
And if he's fit and he's not in England's side, question should be asked.
Yeah, definitely.
And right now, England is going through a injury crisis at the moment.
Exactly.
And Trent Alexander has not done anything since the season started to justify his position in the England squad.
No, none at all. But we could see what will go on with England, and let's see how Newcastle takes the rest of the season.
Right. I believe they will carry on strong. They're coming up against Aston Villa side at home. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's see how that one played out.
See how it play out. But we could touch across the next side of London, Fulham versus Leeds. This was
Fulham is pretty much sending a message that we are here to stay in the Premier League. Definitely. And we are not here to make up numbers. Yeah, Mitrovic is doing well. Everything honestly, right at the moment.
Honestly, I think apart from Keane and that guy, the cyborg, Mitrovic is the unfarmed striker.
Yes, he is. But he's been, like I said, overshadowed by the Viking and Harry Kane. Yeah, man. Yes. Mitrovic is. I tell you, I'm gonna put in work. This is a very, very balanced Fulham team compared to the last time they were in the league, where every week they were changing out their defenders because none of the defenders made sense.
Exactly. The turn up
attacking wise, it wasn't there to support Mitrovic and stuff like that. But no, you can see that effort into the team. And the unsung hero in this team as well, Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid, I am turning up with the goal.
I am tired to call this guy's name. The man play like a beast for Fulham and international duty. It's night and day.
And guess who turned up and scored as well? William.
William, where the last time we saw William before he came back to the Premier League, looks like, at any time the Twins were ready to drop out.
Yeah.
William looked like a retired drug lord.
And to be fair to him, he has been putting in the work for Fulham.
Yeah, he's definitely turned up. No,
I guess Fulham was just his calling on the day.
No, with Leeds played good. They played better than they did against last week.
Against us?
No, honestly, they played really good against us.
Yeah.
But last week when they played Leicester, they didn't play so well. They upped again, but Fulham was just too much this week.
What is this now for Leeds? 4 defeat on the run?
On the run, I think so.
I mean, Jesse March will pretty much have all the attention on him right now. The pressure is on. They're coming up against a Liverpool side. And to be fair, it's not like Liverpool scare anybody these days.
Not anymore.
But still,
they have to be, you have to take them into consideration.
You have to take them into consideration because this could very well be a 50 feet on the stretch.
Yeah. No, like you say, Leeds and Liverpool, nobody not fear Liverpool. So let's see how that go. But next game of Villa and Brentford.
Wow, that was a pretty feisty game.
Oh gosh, man.
I mean, this is all we see Arsenal play.
Hey, Villa turned up and turned up.
And the guy that I said who I think is overrated. And I still believe he's overrated. Leon Bailey.
Yeah, man.
Score a goal, find the assist as well.
Man. Yeah, man, the man. And turn up to that.
But see, let me ask you a question, right? Because we know they have an interim manager right now, right?
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that possibly the players just didn't want Gerrard around?
Possibly, because we all know about the new manager bounce. But this is more than the new manager.
This is more than a bounce. This is like
the shackles are off, I express myself now.
We can play like we're supposed to play.
Yeah, man.
Because they came up against a Brentford team that is on good form.
Exactly.
And they made Brentford just look.
They annihilated Brentford, man. 4-0. They
would have been more.
Brentford. Because this was Brentford, that just drew 0-0 with Chelsea,
Yes. Which was a positive result.
Exactly.
And then the likes of
Douglas beat Brighton. Brighton the week before.
And the likes of Douglas Luiz stepped up, Liam Bailey stepped up, Danny stepped up.
Yeah, man.
And those are names that we have been mentioning that Gerrard need to get the best out of. I mean, Ali Watkinson got a goal as well. Philip Coutinho was out there doing his thing.
Overall, I was extremely surprised by this result and how well Villa played.
It should be an entertaining game against them and Newcastle over the weekend.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to that one. But the next team, boy, Wolves, boy. I don't know what more to say about Wolves, honestly. Right? Wow. Wolves turn up against Leicester and got 4. Yeah. Got beat 4 at home. And it's not that Leicester were in great form,
No, they were.
Right? Leicester is still trying to find their foot. Because if I'm not mistaken, with this victory, Leicester moved off the foot of the table now.
Yeah, they did. They moved off the foot of the table.
And in doing that, they pushed Wolves under them.
Yeah, they and Nottingham Forest and Leeds are all on 9 points.
Right. So Wolves, after playing decent last week, getting the goal that we keep saying that they need to find. couldn't bring that form into this match.
This was a surprise defeat, to be honest.
Not tell you, big time.
This was a
and the manner of the defeat. The manner of the defeat was so bad as well.
And bear in mind that Wolves did get chance.
Yes.
But a certain Danny Ward turned up today. Danny Ward that we have been saying that, hey, you need to get job from the side right now because he has been poor.
But crazily, you cannot move Danny Ward now because this is what? Maybe the 4th clean sheet in a row.
Yes, and he made something like I think about 5 to 6 saves in this match.
So it's like Danny Ward is coming into his own, right? And surprisingly too, all of the scorers against Wolves today were like the players that we are known that, hey,
these man, Madison, Barnes,
Vardy. These are the heavy hitters for Leicester.
Yes, our players that we mentioned that not turn up from the season start.
They have been on no form. Maybe Madison and Barnes and a little bit of form.
Yes.
But Vardy,
pretty much they were dragging their feet.
Oh gosh, man. Vardy wasn't even starting.
Yes.
But I don't know what can save Wolves.
But what do you think next for Wolves now?
New manager.
New manager.
Yeah, man.
And you think it's too early to say that Leicester turned the corner because they very well could, we see them win today and then next week.
And then next, you know what?
Well, they have Manchester City next.
Exactly. So hopefully them turn the corner.
So can it say that win coming at the wrong time?
Nah, man. Hopefully they can turn up and beat City and do us.
You think they can turn up? You think this Leicester side can turn up
and beat City?
Beat City.
No, it's just a big hope from
a big hope. What about Wolves versus Brentford?
Yo, right now I just cannot. I don't know what Wolves need. Seriously.
I mean, going back home, Brentford will be licking their wounds and gearing to go and rearing to go again.
Exactly. So, I can see them coming out fully attacking at Wolves.
I mean, I'm a bit concerned with this Wolves team. I mean, nothing seems to be going their way. They're not finding the goal. Zane, from last season, we have been saying this, and we sound like a broken record because last season we scored 38 goals in 38 matches. League 38
match. Huh? And no, how much them score?
What they score something like 4 or 5 now?
5 now.
5 at this point in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Big cause for concern.
Of course, man. 5 goals. But like I said, I think it's time to call back Nuno. But
I think so too.
We could look on the big match of Saturday, Chelsea Man U. I think honestly, fair result.
Fair result. I had a feeling that this match would have drawn.
Yeah, man. And I tell you why I think this would have drawn. This is the 10th time now that Chelsea has failed to beat Manchester United.
Wow, that's a long stretch, even with a new manager.
Yes, 10th time that they failed to beat Manchester United. And the first half, Manchester United, in all fairness, should have won the game. They outplayed Chelsea in the first half, but gradually Chelsea found their footing, got the late goal with the penalty.
Yeah, with the penalty.
I mean, you see the penalty?
Yeah, I saw the penalty.
Was that penalty more obvious than the Arsenal decisions that weren't penalties?
Zane, right now, I see my penalties is a guesswork.
You flip a coin for your penalty.
You flip a coin. All right, flip a coin and see what happens. Because if that's a penalty, the one with Jesus, there could have been a penalty as well.
Exactly. But Jorginho turned up and did what Jorginho does best.
Yes, score penalties.
Exactly. But hey, no, this is why the Premier League is amazing. On the 94th minute,
Casemiro. With assist from Luke Shaw.
Yeah, man, it broke Chelsea hearts, man.
Yeah.
Right? Broke Chelsea hearts. But, you know, I still think 1-1 was a fair result.
Yeah, it was I just didn't have any confidence that one of these sides would have won.
No, I couldn't see it either.
Yeah.
They definitely cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Which in the grand scheme of things work in our favor.
Yeah, we're working our favor.
Now this team here, man. I don't know who's going to beat them again or when they're going to drop points, but Man City versus Brighton. This was the formality.
Brighton, the side that my side that I admire as well. Pretty much. I wouldn't say they were not in it because they actually were playing, and this is the Brighton athlete. They weren't sitting back and saying, "Hey, this is City, the big bad wolf."
No, they were
even with a new manager, they went out there and did what they're supposed to do. But City was just a little bit too much.
City were more clinical because Brighton had more passes, more possessions, right? Almost the same amount of shots and shots on target.
And Zane, just like with Wolves, last season, even the previous season, scoring goal was an issue for Brighton as well.
Well, yes, definitely.
And the one goal scorer that they had, he pretty much is not at the club at the moment.
Yeah, Morpeth,
you know, went on to possible greener pastures.
Surprisingly, still not. Trossard seems like he's hit some sort of form.
He does, but when Trossard can't find, then who?
Then who? Yeah, definitely.
Because Welbeck is pretty much not in the side for scoring goals.
No.
Welbeck is in the side pretty much for doing all of play. And you hear that some people might say, hey, he's a striker, that's so ignorant, but really and truly, he's not scoring goals.
Exactly.
Welbeck is the guy that drop deep and let other players run off it.
But his hold-up play is great and his pressure is good.
And he's not very clinical from a longer time as well.
Exactly. No, the one player that doesn't have a problem scoring goal, you know, Erling Haaland.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
This is what? This is what? 17 goals?
17 goals, yes. Blank last game week. We know that him gonna find possibly a trick this game week.
Hey, and them take him off early, you know?
Yes, I believe Pep did that because of the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund on Tuesday.
Yes. Pep,
yeah.
Definitely.
So Pep definitely I try to reserve some energy. De Bruyne managed to find a goal as well. But you know, Zane, Haaland possibly got the man of the match for this game. But you know, for me, it was Bernardo Silva because
he was everywhere.
He was everywhere, exactly, and he was outstanding.
He
just didn't have a goal to his name.
Yeah, because he was in attack, he was in defense, he was everywhere.
Yes, man. It was like, you know, the entire field. But we expected City to bounce back, especially against Brighton. At no point we thought that Brighton would have managed to hold our City, especially since Potter is not there. If Potter was there, then maybe we could have said, you know, Potter might conjure up something.
Maybe.
Yeah,
and
but
this game had another penalty too, you know, which was questionable, let's say that.
Yes, it was questionable. I mean, what would the EPL be without questionable decisions?
I tell you.
It's always questionable.
Half decent league. But can anybody stop Haaland though? Seriously. We know it against Liverpool.
Possibly Saliba.
Hopefully Saliba. Hopefully.
I hope we're not putting too much pressure on him.
I tell you, this man is going to win the Golden Boot halfway.
No, I'm already winning already.
Halfway through this. All right, so 11 games in, and he's won the Golden Boot.
And he has won the Golden Boot.
Because what? It was 23 goals or 24 goals last season that won it. How far is 17 from 23 people?
City top goal scorer last season was De Bruyne with 15 goals.
15 goals.
And the man demolished that already.
Yeah, man, this man needs to. I saw a tweet, you know. Somebody said, hey, them are run for prime minister because England's prime minister just retired or resigned. And he said, if I win as prime minister, I will make it a point of duty to make sure Erling Haaland is deported
I'm possible then you couldn't stop him.
You may tell you.
You know what I can say is that I'm not even looking at it and being, tactical or observing and say, hey, I'm just watching greatness right now. That's all I can do.
That is all.
Because this youth is playing some top quality stuff first season, first year in the league. We can only imagine when he gets settled even more season in and then everything just start. Yeah, I mean, record that go fall like the Berlin Wall.
Everybody record that go get broken. I'm not lie. That's how good he is.
Yep.
But we look at Everton and Crystal Palace now.
Oh, fucking hell.
What a demolition, man.
What a demolition by Patrick Vieira side just went down in a crumble.
Hey.
It just went down.
And the crazy thing, man. Yes, I thought this game was going to be close and maybe Everton edge it. Right? Everton that got destroyed last week, 1-0, and then couldn't muster a shot.
I had a sneaking feeling that Everton would have gotten a small win.
A 1-0 perhaps.
A 1-0. But they just turned up and Crystal Palace wasn't ready. That's just the truth.
Yeah, none at all.
Crystal Palace wasn't ready at all.
And you know what's crazy? Alex Iwobi, even though the man is playing out his skin.
But haven't we been saying this weeks after weeks now?
True.
That Iwobi is on a different farm right now since playing more of a central role in Everton's side.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always complain and say, Lampard not really too tactical, but man, he will be a player.
It will be a player, man. Yeah, get the best out of it will be.
And this is what you want from Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, they have missed him. I'm not gonna lie.
They have missed him, and what a way to just announce yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, motherfuckers, I'm here.
Yo, Mickey, it will be man of the match still, no man.
But clearly,
and just phenomenal.
He was just better than everybody on the day.
100%.
I mean, this is not the Crystal Palace we used to.
No.
But we did mention that when Zaha is not at his best,
this is what you need to expect.
And this is what we see. And Zaha wasn't at his best.
No, sir. And honestly, I think you need to play Zaha either as the striker or just behind the striker.
Yes.
Put him directly in the middle of the field that he can get more involved.
Yes.
But
this was a good win by Everton.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they have confidence now. They're going up against Fulham. When we look on paper, we say Fulham will get the win, but who knows what can happen there? And
exactly.
And Crystal Palace will
Southampton.
Yeah, I mean, Southampton still does not ooze much confidence with anyone.
No.
I mean, they managed to get some positive result in the week and managed to held Arsenal to a draw. So who knows what they can conjure up against Crystal Palace?
No, speaking of who knows, this is the shocker of the weekend. The big shock of the weekend.
Yes, the big shocker.
Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Bro, I don't care how many players Nottingham Forest signed, club. This is Liverpool Football Club.
Yes.
This is the Liverpool that's won the Champions League and last season was going to be historic, winning 4 trophies.
Yes.
To turn up and lose to Nottingham Forest.
Wow.
Come on, man.
And this is a Liverpool that has Salah, Firmino,
Darwin Núñez,
Robertson, Alisson,
Trent, you name
Van Dijk.
You name it, they're there.
We have said on this podcast before, right, that when a side lose, the perfect opponent for them to play next is Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest. Uh-huh.
That we have always said that because they can get a bounce after playing Nottingham Forest. And we thought Liverpool would have, went there and just beat the heck out of them. Regardless of how bad they have been.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
They didn't do that.
And right, because of that, Liverpool they're still in 8th, but they are actually 12 points off top position, 12 points behind Arsenal. And if we're talking top 4, they are 5 points behind Newcastle.
So it's safe to say that they're out of the title race.
I think so. Yeah, man.
Because Liverpool not doing anything right now to say, we can take them for title contenders. We're not seeing that.
No. If they lose again, and both Arsenal and City win, I can definitely say, they're out.
But what do you think going on? What do you think is the really and truly should have been spending more time on Nottingham Forest now because they got the win? But
true. But it's sort of surprise.
Yes. What do you think is going wrong over Liverpool?
I don't know.
Because we can't keep saying that because Mane.
No, it's bigger than Mane, man.
Yes.
I don't know if it's burnout. I don't know if it's tactics. I don't know what it is.
And Salah is just not finding the net like we are accustomed to.
None at all. But more your opinion, Juan. The idiot of the weekend, the idiot of the match week.
The idiot of the match week. I wonder who that.
I seen a tweet and I really need to know if this is true. Jurgen Klopp saying Nottingham Forest has signed so many players, the most in the league. They are Liverpool. What can they do over there?
This is not the first we have seen Klopp come out and said something like that. We see he come out and said something towards Manchester City as well with their spending power.
Yes.
But for me, I think Klopp is doing this as a deflection to not pay attention to
the results.
Poor season.
Yeah, man.
And the reality is that they have spent what? 100 million a striker?
Or 80.
Somewhere around
80 million and Nunes.
That is not setting the league on fire. He costs more than Haaland, right?
Yeah, man.
And he's not living up to that. So I just think Klopp doing these things to just get the attention of Liverpool and putting it on himself. Who cannot see that Liverpool is struggling this season?
Exactly. And this is why I said Klopp is the idiot of the week. This is Nottingham Forest we're talking about. Newly promoted.
That has been struggling.
Struggling against everybody. Everybody before now. And you are going to come and say, oh, we can't do like Nottingham Forest. Come on, man. Even Wolves beat Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, Wolves got their win against Nottingham Forest. So, and that win didn't even do. They're still at the foot of the table.
Still at the foot of the table. No, definitely.
They should have done better. Liverpool should have done better.
No, look, Nottingham Forest, after beating Liverpool, like you say, is still at the foot of the table. Klopp, you are the idiot of the week.
Yes, you are the idiot of the week, Klopp. And he's doing this too frequently now. I just think Klopp is a sore loser.
And that is it. He's doing it too frequently. While it could work against City, against Man U, against Chelsea, against the big spenders, it cannot work against Nottingham Forest.
I think one of the issue with Klopp, Zane, is that I just think Klopp can't find it with him to reinvent his team like how Pep know to reinvent his side. I think he's struggling with that.
True, definitely.
And then you still can't really find a suitable replacement for Mane.
You're right.
I just think that is club issue right now. So right now we're seeing that Liverpool is struggling. We can't say, oh, maybe it's tiredness, but City has been playing that way since Pep is there.
Yeah, forever now.
But Pep just keep finding a way to get in players, and keeping it fresh.
I mean, you sell Jesus, you sell
Sterling,
you sell Sterling. That's more than just money right there.
Exactly.
So the excuses now gonna work. Klopp, yeah, idiot I week.
Idiot of the week.
But you don't know the people. Yeah, man, that are the FPL roundup. Me could know your team got on, no? Yeah, if you're a Tottenham fan, we want to hear from you same way.
Sucks for you.
Big time. Yeah, don't afraid for like, share, comment,
and subscribe.
Mash up the like button, man.
Definitely.
Shell it down.
And share it to that friend and a friend and a friend and a friend.
Which is right. Each one share one.
I like we know how your fantasy team go on.
Which is, oh gosh, it's a brutal week, but we're still hanging in there.
Yeah, it's like true managers.
Yeah, still hanging in there. Until then, enough people, you don't know what class are the real, what good.
And good up, follow you.
We out.